Breaking news. It seems that in the end, the European Union wants to reach agreements with the Russian Federation. Videos of the leaders of that organization have been leaked, also with Volodymyr Zelensky present, calling Donald Trump, assuring him yes, yes. Now they accept the American peace plan. So it seems that we are getting closer and closer to the war in Ukraine ending for good. Yes or no? Stay until the end of this report to find out, because it could be that, once again, instead of defending their own house, they're trying to throw stones at the roof of the main house. The previously hidden, now leaked conversation of the leaders of the European Union. Here we have Emmanuel Macron, who is visibly nervous as he calls Donald Trump. Well, you can't really see if my hand was shaking or not, but the truth is that lately it's not doing so well. The poor man had to show up wearing sunglasses just a few days ago, almost as if saying he's going to have to go around like that from now on. For reasons they didn't want to reveal, it caused a stir on social media. Did you remember that punch his wife gave him? It might be related or maybe not. Here's Emmanuel Macron. Now he's really gathered all his courage and calls Donald Trump. Sorry, it's so early, my friend Donald.
I know it's very early in the morning for you.
It's very early in the morning for you. I'm sorry. I'm okay, sorry.
Can I call you in 2 minutes with Zelensky, Starmer, and Mertz?
It's from the best part. He's calling you, and clearly if he says, hey, can I call you in 2 minutes? Already with Zelensky, Starmer, and Mertz on the phone, it's very clear. If it's about 2 minutes, well, as we'll see later in the images, if they're all together, they're all there, since they've agreed to talk. This feels like a schoolyard. Internationally, has anyone leaked these videos that were recorded? And I have to say, with pretty good quality for a hidden camera. If I call you in 2, it seems he has them in front of Trump. He could talk to him directly right now, but for some reason that I still can't understand, the guy wants to call him in 2 minutes. And then he calls him. I know it's very early, almost dawn, and he might wake him up asking, can I call you in 2? No, just tell me now. Still, Donald Trump seems to agree.
Is that okay for you?
Yes, that's fine. What's going on?
Why did he accept what he proposed in his order?
Of course, Donald Trump is acting normal, he asks, but what's going on? And he says, has he accepted what you proposed?
In your message? What does the 30-day parade mean, etc.? Watch out.
The star proposal, Zelensky here, drumroll, Zelensky in a pact that it seems. Now it's being sold that way, and they'll keep trying. It's a pact he made with the Russian Federation. He now wants to accept this 30-day ceasefire that he has been requesting since the idea of reaching an agreement with the Russian Federation first came up. It's hilarious, but wait, they're not done yet.
He's ready to announce it, and the phone is too. Yes. Oh, well.
Have you accepted this? Donald Trump says, of course, he confirms this to Macron, and Donald Trump says, oh, Nobel Prize for us. Well, the Nobel Prize, Donald Trump already has it. At Maria Corina Machado's expense, he uses her own last name against her. But, well, at some point, I think you can fix this at home, of course. Donald Trump. I don't know if he's pretending to be an idiot or if he really isn't. He understands that the Russian Federation is something that will never be accepted. Never, ever. If anyone still isn't clear about that, I assure you, but, well, they're just putting on a show.
I can call you all back in 2 minutes.
I'll call you back if I can call you in 2 minutes with Volodymyr Zelensky and the others. Damn, I could put them on the phone right now, but I don't know if he has them in the next room.
He has to invite them? Is this for real?
I'm freaking out that there could be a show like this with people who call themselves presidents and prime ministers. It's unbelievable.
All right, I'm going to call back in 2 minutes with the others. I'll call you back.
Donald Trump says it's very good news. Call me now and I'll call you back in 2 minutes.
No, yes.
God, no, no, no. I can't. Please, let's see it. I'm really good. Look, 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 look. He says, I'm going to call you. It's not just that he has them in the office next door, he has them over there. Look. That's where Starmer appears. There's someone with their face covered and their, let's see. You see, I would swear this is Starmer. I mean, this hair, I think it's Starmer's. See the gray one he has? He asked if we can call you in 2 minutes, bastard. I mean, it's really incredible how they can set this up just for the media, but really, I mean this, it's absolutely crazy. Wait until they're seated, then I'll call the three Marias,
The historic pact with the Russian Federation. What are they trying to sell? Because now we're going to see this, which is just so ridiculous. I literally haven't seen anything like this in a long time. But besides this ridiculous part, there's something very serious they're trying to set up behind it. Watch out, okay?
They have a plan.
I'm in.
Imagine if they keep calling him, but he doesn't answer and just goes to sleep. He tells them, call me in 2 minutes, but when they do, he's already peeking out.
Hello, Donald. We're in Kyiv.
Donald, we're in Kyiv. So they've always been with Zelensky? Damn, or maybe. Well, this is a bit of an informal theory, but still. They couldn't all get on the phone because Zelensky was in the bathroom, or any of them could have been. Why not just get together now?
Because Zelensky is peeing? What do you mean Zelensky is peeing that we can't do it right now?
Okay, Donald, we'll call you in 2 minutes.
With President Zelensky and a lot of friendship, you have to meet him, Mr. President.
I didn't expect it to be like this. It's President Zelensky, and a lot of friends say, damn, this is like Disneyland. Honestly, I can't, oh, forgive me, please, but I just can't handle him. It's too much for me, Vladimir Zelensky, and many friends know it can't be.
Prime Minister Kirsten Humbert, Donald Tusk, and Chancellor Friedrich Merz.
The four Marias are set. Let's see if I can spot them. Hold on, let's try to catch this. When you call him, here we are. Vladimir Zelensky, Starmer, and others. Look, Zelensky and friends. All around the damn phone. I really can't believe it. But have you ever seen anything more pathetic in your life? But what kind of, I mean, these look like grandpas who got together to play bocce ball. The thing is, they're just following along. I mean, it's just that. But what kind of domino table have they set up there? These people are here paid by European taxpayers. But is this for real? I would never, forgive me, but my reason.
I mean, I just glanced over this. I thought, well, I don't have time. We'll talk about it there with everyone. But is this for real? Wait, they're still talking.
A lot of press. You have to know, Mr. President, Prime Minister Keir Starmer, President Donald Tusk, and Chancellor Friedrich Merz. So we are all together, and by the way, we had a very good discussion this morning, and we all backed your proposal of an unconditional ceasefire for 30 days.
So have they accepted Donald Trump's proposal?
Since the beginning of time?
From the very beginning?
Since the time of the negotiations, it has always been Ukraine's proposal. I repeat, 30 days of unconditional ceasefire, 30 days where they simply stop shooting, especially on the Russian side, so that Ukraine, which is doing terribly on the battlefield and getting worse, going downhill without breaks, can have a moment to actually rearm itself via supports. I translate the plan, but there's a much more evil plan behind this. Watch out.
Naturally, we need a lot of pressure. I believe that. Russia, if they don't want to support this fire, we need sanctions on them. Put sanctions on them. I think it can work. Your thoughts, Mr. President?
Well, the main proposal is that Russia accepts an unconditional ceasefire for 30 days. And if they don't, says Volodymyr Zelensky. And to make them do it, we also need extra pressure on the Russian Federation by imposing, for example, sanctions on that country so that they actually end up accepting. Let's finish watching and I'll explain.
I believe you'll do it. They'll be fine, and it's time. I had good talks with them. It's fine.
I think it's the right time. I mean, Donald Trump apparently believes that the time has come and that the Russian Federation is definitely going to accept it. And now we're going to translate it. What does this mean? Honestly, the setup seems like a joke, but isn't the peace agreement really the STAR peace agreement that these gentlemen, these four women who have come together to call Donald Trump as a group, are talking about? It's really going to be an attempt to pressure the Russian Federation. I mean, an attempt to, watch out, escalate the level of the conflict once again, because a ceasefire is something that Russia would never accept. We're talking also probably about spring. Some sources say that it's in May when they want the ceasefire in question to take place. And it's probably in May when Russia will already arrive with its troops in the city. Zaporozhye, which is the capital of the Zaporozhye region, which is one of the main regions. And also the key to eventually reaching both Kherson and, above all, the Odessa region. Because by having Zaporozhye, all the logistics become much easier for Russia and also much faster. And indeed, it's absolutely the opposite for Ukraine. That is, they always want a ceasefire to rearm the Ukrainian side. But above all, why do you think they leaked this absolutely ridiculous video? Obviously. But they did it for a very clear reason. And here we have to talk especially about how, once again, they are trying to draw international attention to the Ukrainian cause. In terms of putting pressure on the Russian Federation, and if it doesn't work out, that is, if they can't get this time to rearm Ukraine, then they'll just keep pressuring Russia until it finally gives in. And they want to involve the United States in this as well. I think they do this, among other things, to try to cover up the issue of Greenland as well, because they also have to somehow disguise the rift within NATO. How is it going to end on the Western side? I don't know, and we'll see. Spring hasn't arrived yet, but I imagine from here on out, and we'll see how right I am. You'll get news faster on Telegram, where we discuss the latest updates. If you aren't following me yet, I invite you to join. But above all, from the Russian Federation, I'm already telling you exactly what the response will be. Go to hell. There will be a special military operation until the exact point at which the conditions of the Russian Federation are accepted, at least the main ones. Or at least until Ukraine seriously begins negotiating a ceasefire. The 30-day game is not an option for Russia, but they are not really doing it to negotiate with the Russian Federation. It's very clear. They are doing it as another part of the media and psychological warfare that they are effectively carrying out against that country. Whether they will succeed or not, we will see over time. What is clear is that Russia will not leave Ukrainian territory without a victory. But we will see what consequences this will have in terms of whether support will continue or not. I repeat, we will see what support is provided to the Ukrainian cause from NATO, that is the United States, and especially from the European Union.